Welcome back. Good morning. It is a little bit 10 after the hour. We're with meteorologist Adam Bell. And not too bad of a start. We had a lot of sunshine and warm out there, but the question is it going to last?
Well, I wish I had better news for you, but the simple answer is no. We are looking at a good chance of cloud cover increasing, especially this afternoon. We have a storm off to our west that's going to be starting to move in, and that's going to give us a good chance for some cloud cover. So let's not focus on the clouds right now. Let's focus on the good news. Right now, it's a gorgeous day. 10 a.m. already at 52 degrees, dew point at 37, humidity at 57%. The winds are pretty much nil at this point. Temperatures across the state very similar. Cool spots are still up into the northwest where they had some early low clouds and fog, but it's since burned off, and they'll be warming up quite a bit.
Forecast for the coast looks to have just a few showers, especially to the north. I think that's your best chance for some showers. 52 in Tillamook, 55 Lincoln City. The valleys for tomorrow, similar story, just a few morning showers. Highs still going to be relatively nice. 48 in Stanton, 48 also in Woodburn, McMinnville, all the way up to 50 degrees tomorrow. And then along the east side tomorrow, a little bit cooler. There's still a few flurries going on. Maybe a dusting by tomorrow morning of some snow in a few locations. The Dow's 37.
Very mild dew points along with those warm temperatures make it for a muggy and hot day. And you know what that means? You have the chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, and that's exactly what we saw today, though the storms that we did see are beginning to slowly die down. I think that we have another couple of hours of a couple of showers or thunderstorms possible, and that's what's going to be our big weather maker for the day on Sunday. Let's go ahead and take a look at the details of this storm evolution. We have a pretty strong low pressure system by the afternoon hours tomorrow, basically just south of Kansas City, Missouri. Will quickly move toward the northeast, towards Chicago, Illinois. That's the first storm. The bigger storm, the more important one, is actually this low that will be developing as a result as it moves on the other side of the Appalachians, and it will very quickly make a nor'easter track by the afternoon hours on Sunday, and that's what's going to give us that chance for some snow and even some ice or freezing rain further toward the south, as this low pressure will give us a mixed bag of precipitation as we have some warm air trying to mix in with what we have at the surface with these very cool temperatures. Your surface map for the evening.
We're going to see 30 tomorrow, maybe 2 to 4 inches of snow. It's not going to be a big weather maker, but most of the snow will stick above or right at the past levels. And then the forecast for Portland here looks to be about upper 30s as you wake up tomorrow. Very chilly. I think one of the chilliest mornings we've had in some time. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be warming up at least into the mid and upper 40s. So it should be a relatively nice day and just a few showers here and there. Temperatures, though, 48 in Scappoose, 50 in Hillsborough, Forest Grove also at 50. But look at the overnight lows. 38 in Beaverton, 35 in Scappoose, 36 in Hillsborough. So it's going to be a chilly morning as you wake up, but things will be warming up as the day goes along. Similar story on the east side, though. There's going to be some wind in the gorge, gusting up to 45 miles in a few places. Cascade Lock's only going to reach 38 degrees tomorrow, and they're going to be up at 35 tomorrow morning. And further west you go, 45 in Troutdale, 45 also in Gresham, so a relatively nice day the further away from the gorge you go. 7-day forecast is going to start out dry. Friday and Saturday, it looks like Friday is going to be our rainy day, and then Saturday and Sunday are going to lead into a few showers, which if you have any plans for the Winter Trails Day or the Portland Boat Show at the Expo Center, expect a few showers, nothing too significant, and the temperatures will be running in the mid-40s, and it should be an all-around nice weekend, just a few showers here and there. I think it'll be drier than it has been for the last couple of days, and if you want to catch some more weather tomorrow morning, go ahead and...
Well, today was another hazy, hot, and humid day, and unfortunately we have a couple more in our near future before things begin to finally at least cool down toward the early part of next week. And then even in next week, we have another chance of some more hazy, hot, and humid weather. Temperatures across the state, 7 o'clock this evening. Central Pennsylvania, lower 80s, 81 in State College. And the remainder of the state looking at mid to upper 80s still this time of evening, even some 90s, 92 in Williamsport, even Philadelphia at 91 degrees as well. A very hot day today. Combine that with the dew points, and you're looking at a fairly muggy day as well. Dew points across the state relatively around the middle 60s for everybody. A few exceptions to the rule, 59 in Bradford, and just to their west in Erie, the quite opposite at 69 degrees with a little bit of some lake moisture working its way into the area. A very muggy day today, and that's going to continue for tomorrow as well, as really there's no relief until this front that we will see move through on Friday brings some relief to the region, but unfortunately that's still a couple of days away at this point. Satellite imagery, we do have quite a few storms popping up this afternoon, and I do expect those storms to die down very shortly in the next couple of hours. Once the sun does set, the daytime heating is lost, and any fuel for these storms essentially goes away. But there is still a potential for a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings before these things begin to die down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar imagery, and you can see what I'm talking about in terms of these storms. Some pretty heavy rain and even some hail associated with these storms. Blair County had a severe thunderstorm warning earlier today. It has since expired. And these storms are producing a lot of rain in a very short period of time, and they're not really moving that quickly, so there is the potential for some flash flooding as well. But I do expect these storms to die down fairly shortly. With sunset being in the near term, I would expect maybe another hour or two of these type of storms before things begin to dry out for everybody across the region. Upper air pattern, you can see a little bit of a front across the Great Lakes region. That will be slowly inching toward us tomorrow. Late tomorrow, I think it'll be knocking on northwestern Pennsylvania's door, and I think overnight tomorrow night into Saturday is when the front will move through our area, and then we'll begin to cool down, and the dew points will also recede a little bit, so it'll be a little more comfortable across the state in terms of the mugginess we've experienced over the last couple of days. Your radar imagery, a lot of shower activity across Florida with a stalled out front. It's really not going anywhere, unfortunately, so you have another chance of showers across the southeast tomorrow. And then in the Four Corners region, the monsoon moisture is in full force, with afternoon showers and thunderstorms continuing to be a problem, or at least a helpful problem, producing quite a bit of some shower activity and giving some much needed rain to the southwest. There's that front I talked about across much of the Great Lakes region moving into the Midwest. And stalled out front is producing those storms in Florida, and by tomorrow night things will progressively move toward the east, with the exception of that stalled out front. As I said, not really going anywhere, continuing to give Florida some problems, but it is a much needed relief for the dry weather they've had so far this season. Front for us will be just to our west by this time tomorrow evening, and as I said, it'll be knocking on northwestern Pennsylvania's doorstep, and it will be slowly moving through overnight tomorrow night, and that's when we're going to see this high pressure build in, lessen the chance of thunderstorms, bring a little bit drier weather into the region, and high temperatures will drop about anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees overall across the state, so it should be a nice relief once we get through it. But we still have a couple more mild evenings to go through before we get there. Your forecast for tonight: across the west, partly cloudy skies, that chance of an early shower or thunderstorm, and across the east, mainly clear skies tonight. And then in central Pennsylvania, you kind of have a mix of both. An isolated early shower is possible, and then you're looking at partly cloudy skies early, diminishing to mostly clear skies overnight into the early morning hours tomorrow. So, forecast for tomorrow: we are looking at that chance of thunderstorms statewide. I think the best chance for any severe weather will stay into the southeast. A little bit warmer than it was today. 90 in State College, 95 in Philadelphia, and even into the mid-80s up in Erie at 86 degrees. And then your Saturday forecast, a dry weather day, and it looks like it's still going to be relatively warm, a little bit cooler than tomorrow, but it's still going to be a hot day across most of the state. 95 in Philadelphia, 88 in State College and Pittsburgh at 89 degrees. We do have that relief coming up for the latter half of the weekend, with dew points finally deciding to recede, and an all-around nice weekend to come up ahead. Stay tuned. Surebex is next.